Some weeks ago, I had the pleasure of driving through the Sweetlamb Estate at the Upper Wye. It was a fantastic drive with a man called Richard Beardsley, a local filmmaker who was making a film about the River Wye. He'd invited me along in order to interview me, so I was really quite excited to be interviewed and to be back up the Upper Wye. This is the drive through the estate. We're on the Sweetlamb Estate now. It was a real honour to drive through the estate. It's a massive estate. It's been in the family for quite some time, and we were really grateful for the privilege and the experience. The Sweetlamb is part of Rally GB. They do a lot of rally testing up here, and part of Rally GB goes through the Sweetlamb Estate. It really is a fantastic infrastructure, not the type of thing that you'd expect to see up at the source of the Wye. This is the source of the Wye. In actual fact, we're above a place where Paul and I camped in 2014, so it was a real thrill to be back. Having overshot the official Wye Viewpoint, it was hidden in the corner there somewhere. We came across the Haffron Forest. Continuing on, we parked up and located the official Viewpoint sign, which was there when Paul and I hiked the source of the River Wye back in 2014. Still there, but increasingly gnarly and weather worn. Here's the official view sign, guys. So we bear left here and walk around Cerrig Wyn. It's called Cerrig Wyn. Cerrig means stone, by the way, guys, and Wyn means white, so who knows, the connection might be to some ancient stone or another. But that's where we're heading. Alright, let's go. Now on Cerrig Wyn, we're just heading around the hill towards the official Wye Viewpoint on the Wye Valley Walk. So if you're doing the Wye Valley Walk, it's worth stepping off trail, as I mentioned earlier, and coming along and around the hill to view the source in all its glory. It really is just a short little walk. Here it is now, the bend, as you come to the official Wye view spot. It's a little ledge on Cerrig Wyn, overlooking the embryonic Wye. We don't see the Wye Source today. It's stormy, it's claggy, it's blowing a hoolie. But here's what it looks like on a good day. Yeah, very different to today. But still wild, still wonderful. We just had to drop down from the viewing platform towards the source of the Wye, which is looking west. It was wild, you can see that on some of the footage, but at least Richard has You got some B-roll, Rich?
Yes, yeah, a little bit, yeah, but it was just full on, absolutely.
Yeah, it was full on. It was blowing a hoolie, the storm rolled in, and there was just no point in continuing filming. But yeah, what's your film about, Rich?
So the film's about a trip. It's kind of like an ode to the Wye, really.
Okay.
So there's a lot of talk in the media about how the river's dying, you know, or it's dead.
Should we just stop here for a bit?
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of put a counterbalance to that, you know. It's not without its troubles,
Yeah.
but it is still a beautiful kind of resource worth saving.
There are things worth celebrating.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. And I did a trip a couple of years ago from the Source up down to Chepstow, and it was just life changing, you know.
Yeah. So that was really, that trip was what put it in the spotlight for you.
It was, yeah. I mean, I've grown up on the Wye, but I've never really taken it all in like that.
So it's called you back.
It has, it really has. And I just wanted, you know, people to feel the joy that I feel when I see it, and when I row on it, or, you know, I cycle next to it, or like yourself when you walk next to it.
Sure.
So it was creating a counterbalance, you know, something celebrated.
Richard and I have just been filming. He's just asked me a series of questions. It was a nice little break, and we're just coming back now, and I see this gnarly old tree. Now this gnarly old tree was here when Paul and I came by this very same route in 2014, 11 years ago. So I just wanted to introduce you to this gnarly old tree, because has it ever seen some weather? Look at these lichen here. Look at these lichen, how fascinating is that? These lichens can be hundreds of years, if not thousands of years old. Yeah, this is an old tree, an old friend. It was here back in 2014. And we're just above the Nantlager mine, which is down below. The weather's not great, guys, but it's just fantastic to be up here on the Sweetlamb Estate. Well, in the Pimlimon range. That was good out there, guys. I know it's only short. I don't know how long this video is going to be, 8-12 minutes. But I've taken you up to Pimlimon today, courtesy of Richard. We've had a great interview. We had a little break in the weather there. I've seen some old friends, that old gnarly tree down there, that was there in 2014. And as Richard was just saying now, he'd wished when he walked the River Wye that he'd taken the route around Carrigawin. Isn't that right, Rich?
Yeah, yeah.
And what were your impressions then?
It's awe-inspiring, you know, breathtaking.
It's a big lump, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. And I regret when we did it before, just sticking to the track and not going up to see the viewpoint. Yeah. Because it's definitely worth that.
Yeah. Record now, though.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be back.
So yeah, Richard says that the viewpoint Carrigawin. If you're doing the Wye Valley Walk, guys, I think this is the message today. If you're doing the Wye Valley Walk from the Haffron Forest, because that's the official start point, it's worth just stepping off trail a bit and doing the official Wye viewpoint. There's a little sign here. It is, what, 15 minutes that way and back. So it's half an hour out your way, but it's well worth it. You get to see the core of the Wye Source, the gully, the source, Pimlimon from the eastern slopes. It's a real big lump of a hill, is Pimlimon. So yeah, I've had a really good day today. I hope you enjoyed those shots. There's a few B-rolls there, and I've had a really good time. So from me and Richard, take care of yourselves and be well.